So if you are going to be creating content for the website, it's important to understand and go by the Webmaster Guidelines for content creation, because you don't want to be making spammy content, you don't want to have errors. You want to make sure that your content is useful and informative. So make sure that you're launching a website and you are getting that information out. So if you had a restaurant or a business, that you've got the hours of operation and that it's easy to contact and that there's updates about that business. So the more valuable and more useful it is, the better your site will rank. And credibility is also important. So when you do go to create that content, make sure that that content is credible, it's high quality, and most importantly that that's engaging content. Also, make sure that you go over to the Webmaster Guidelines here and just quickly read over all of this information, just to make sure that you do understand what's good, what's quality, what's to avoid, what techniques to avoid. And a lot of these techniques, these are just over the years, just different ways people have tried to game the system. So you don't want to be gaming the system, because the consequences are, in the long term, are very bad. If Google detects or believes that you're trying to game any kind of content on their as a website, you're trying to game their search rankings, they're going to penalize you for it. So always make sure that you've got these basic principles. Make it for users, not for search engines. Don't deceive your users. Avoid tricks, and think about what's going to make your website unique, valuable, and engaging. So make sure you do read through these guidelines if you are going to be creating the content of the website. And also there's some information here on technical guidelines, and this will help with SEO, such as it gives you a better understanding of what Google's looking for and how they're indexing the website. Because again, if you are creating that content online, you want to make sure that it's found, and that's why SEO is important. So things like a sitemap and just overall setting up these, using these guidelines is going to be a good starting point for web development. And there's also a bunch of tools that are going to be really useful. So one of them is analytics. So if you have a Google account, it's very easy to sign up. Just go to Google Analytics and sign up for an account there and add in your website. And this would give you a whole bunch of information. This is, again, it's free, provided by Google, and it gives you a whole bunch of information on what's happening on your website. You can really dig down into the website and how people are converting and how people are using the website. There's also a conversion area here that you can set conversion goals. You've got your audience information here. You've got some real-time information, intelligence events, and just a whole bunch of great information to really help you work with your website and optimize it. So this is really a must-have tool for the reporting. And when we did set up our initial structure of the website, we did have this where it had the analytics that was placed into it. So when we go down here, we see that this is the analytics code. So all you really have to do is just place this on your website, replace the UA, which is the analytics ID. So they're all going to start with UA, and then it's going to be a number. So pull out that analytics ID number for the website, and you can place that within that code, and that's going to begin tracking. So that's all you have to do. Just copy out your ID number for the website, and from there you can track over the code. And you can get that by going over to admin and selecting out the property that you want to use, and you get your tracking ID there. So that's all you have to enter in, and then that's going to allow you to track. So along with that, there's also Webmaster Tools. So Bing has a Webmaster Tools, and this gives you more insight on what's happening on your website. It also gives you some information about keywords, traffic, and a whole bunch more information. And also Google has Webmaster Tools, so you can access that as well. And again, that's going to give you some insights about what people are using, what keywords people are using, if there's any errors or problems with your site. That's all going to be included within these webmaster tools. So again, these are going to be really good resources to have and to be able to use to really improve your web experience and web design experience. So make sure you set these up so you can easily place them on your website before you begin developing it, so you can get that content coming in.